The chat is gone.
Hopefully my microphone's not broken. So like I said, I've got 2 applications trying to control the microphone, and neither of them can figure out which one's doing it. So the mic's nearly max, man, but it's like, oh yeah, I can barely hear anything. It's like, bullshit. You know, like how you've got like a dial, and you have like no, like all of a sudden, like the last like 10% of it has got all of the range on it.
Yeah.
Like that's what this is doing. I'm like, what?
See, I'm hearing because normally I hear a lot of you're more close up. Like I don't hear as much room with your mics because your mics are. What mics are you using? Is it just like is it a condenser mic?
Would you believe today is a cheap and cheerful Blue Yeti Nano that you can usually get on sale for about 60 quid off Amazon. There's no extra processing on this at all. I'm just sat reasonably close to it.
That just sounds like how you're. If you've done that with a 60 quid mic, that just sounds like how a 100 quid mic condenser could be.
See, beautiful, eh?
normal settings if you turn it up high enough. Because the more you turn that up, if you turn the gain up on that, you'd start hearing the room.
Oh yeah, sure. That's what I'm trying to do because like so I can see my laptop fan noise because you know I said before like how the levels were too low. Like it was saying there was no noise, and I was like, "There's no way in hell my laptop is quiet enough for this microphone not to hear it." So I had a look at the program and tweaked it, so all of a sudden it was picking up the laptop again. I was like, "There we go, that's where it should be." And then, oh, hang on. Oh, I can upgrade my AirPods.
Oh, nice one. I'm waiting to see if you're. Oh, you're online, but you're not online.
Yeah, I'm now going to the lobby.
That's fine.
So the it wasn't picking up any noise. I was like, so because the software that comes with it has got like noise filtering and compression and all that on it, and I wanted all of that turned off. And I was like, have you turned on half the features or something? Because frankly, the compressors and that dog shit. The only thing on it that's reasonable is the EQ and the noise gate, but you can do all that in OBS anyway. So. Which I'm not doing because obviously I'm on Discord. But yeah, I looked and I was like, right, I don't want because anything over about 55 or 60 decibels is more clear to the human ear. So I try and make sure all background noise is sub that level.
Well, I say it now, man. I've never seen any of your streams or I never hear any proper background noise unless Inky shouts higher to me. And then even at that recently, because you've had the limiter or the noise suppressor or whatever on it, unless you really shouted, like properly shouted, and she was right next to you, I didn't hear it and it was faint.
Oh, I've just got to the wrong place. I've just got a Grizzco by accident. Shit, sorry.
Any other time you've been crystal, like absolute crystal. Like I was quite like because every time I used to hear your audio, I was like, oh shit, I want to get my mic like that. And then I just bought a stupidly expensive headset, and then it seems to just sound clear. So
yeah, mic's fine. It's really quite nice. It's good. Like don't get me wrong, it's compressed, but it sounds good. And also, would you believe right now there's no noise filter or anything on this at all?
Well, I hate to tell you, but that's like the best and the clearest I've heard you speak.
Beautiful. There you go. Cheap microphone, son.
That's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. It's all about positioning. I remember doing mics. Oh, Dark's in, nice. Hello, Dark. Yeah, it's all about positioning. I remember being at college and then these big posh guys were like, oh, we're gonna use a bass drum mic, we're gonna use all these mics. They used about 8 mics on a drum kit. On cymbals, room, bass drum, snare, back of the snare, all that shit, toms. And they went, how many mics are you gonna use, Jeremy? And I went, 1. And I'm like, what? And I went, 1. Alright. Sorry, half sniggering. And I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. 1 mic, right between the toms. And it was better than their overly priced headset set up with the mics everywhere coming at the wazoo. It's fine if you got money to do that, but I was like, well, why not? I just used a 57 and stuck it right in between the toms. And it was just like, it picked up everything. If it's at the right volume, if like, and what I mean by volume, I mean like, when the mic kicks in enough, if you can hear everything. I mean, obviously it was a bit garagey sounding, but that's what I wanted it to sound like.
Yeah, sure.
If I wanted to sound like
Get it right in the recording first. You know?
Yeah.
Like, because I hate it when people do, like, they fix it in post, so like they EQ the shit out of stuff in post. It's like, that's not how you sounded on stage, man.
It's how, this is the sad fact though, it's how it used to get taught. So when I got taught originally, it was the DAT tapes.
Divine. You know Judgment and Lost Judgment, the spin-offs to the Yakuza series that have been PlayStation exclusive?
They're on PC, are they?
They're now on PC, son. They're now on PC. Dark Rider, I fucking love you.
Oh, Jesus. Don't tell them that, Dark.
Oh, I sent you an invite, son. Yeah, sorry, you were saying about the tapes?
Aye. So I used to use, it was DAT tapes and desk. DAT tapes, desk, and if you wanted to spice up your life for a bit, you'd use some EQ that was built onto the desk.
Yeah, that's how I did it.
And that's it.
That's all my shit. Like, that's what I said to people. Like, all my stuff is you get it right in the recording. Get it right in the recording, because every time you have to run those tapes again, you're just degrading yourself.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's one of those things, and it's like that with the audio placement. Like, if you put the mic to the side of someone's face, and you don't like tell them, oh, by the way, if you lean forward or move, that's you. Like, that's your audio. So that's the way
that's it.
Part of the battle's that.
Oh yeah, it's all positioning, man. It's all placement, and so I keep saying to people, it's mic presence. If you keep fucking about, your audio's gonna sound shit. It doesn't matter if you've got like a 50 quid mic or a fucking 300 pound mic. If you ain't set up right and positioned right, it's gonna sound like shit. But the thing is, though, now it's so easy. People go out and buy like a beacon or a Go XLR, and they'll bust out some like really simple settings, like a preset, and they're good to go. Like, it's gotten really easy now, but they have to understand they're also not audio engineers, and you can tell that they all sound the same.
Yeah, you don't. The thing is, now it's like you don't need to. You could really just rock in and use that stuff really quickly at your bag, and that's you.
Yep.
Whereas back then, you had to put some effort in and getting the gain and the trim right, because you don't want it to be explosives too much. Pop shields, all that. Like, it was like all the gear and about an hour's worth to get it properly set with everyone else. Like, and the thing is, the cool thing is, I'm not actually against anyone that's used all the mics to mic it up. But that one day, there was like 12 of us, and then we had like, I don't know, there wasn't that many mics, and I thought, let's see, I'll try it with one, see what it's like.
Oh, yeah,
rather than be like, oh, I'm going to use all these Norman mics, and then being like, Jesus.
Yeah, that's a little above my price range, that is. I don't even think I've ever used a microphone of that grade before.
They were good though. They were. I mean, when you do use the mics, it's like that shitty excuse when you play like all of my guitars. They're not premium, but if I gave you a Les Paul that was worth 14 grand, you'd know the difference between that and any other guitar, because there's just something about it. It's like that. It's like it's like the unspoken rule of like the natural curve of greatness just develops more for some reason. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like when you see a box and it's got Apple logo on it. Now you can instantly right now imagine what that box is like.
Sure.
And how we've all been like, we've all had our brain washed over the years to kind of just assume that it's a pricey product.
Yeah.
It's like that. But what happens with guitars and instruments is they tend to sometimes actually hit the mark and actually be better. But then sometimes you can get a really not so pricey instrument and it just be the fucking same.
Yep. See, for me, I think these days it's more a case of I think it's more, at least in the case of the guitar, like if you give a rookie a fucking $2 guitar and a master
at that level, yeah.
There's, they're not going to get it. And most people, they say they know the difference, they can't hear it.
No, and it's not about, for me, if I was playing it, it's not about the actual, let's see, how am I going to describe this? Right, so it's not the sound. It's not the sound that makes it sound better.
It's the feel.
It's the feel to the person playing it. That sounds so stupid, but I like fighting with a guitar. Now what I mean by that is, it doesn't mean fighting and punching it. It means if I'm going to bend a string, I want to actually put the time in to actually make sure I hit it right. the higher up you go, the easier it is to play. And the reason being is the people that play those guitars are either the musician that's the model's based on, or really expensive high rollers who don't want to hurt their fingers. They just want to play it,
okay.
have a wee session, and put it back in its expensive case. Like, guitars like the ones you have and the ones I've got, they're not like, they're meant to be bent to oblivion, and you're meant to have a battle with them while you're playing. You're not meant to be like, this is my opinion by the way, there might not be actual evidence on this, but this is what I feel, rather than oh yeah, it's got Gibson at the top.
Oh mate, like, no offense, but Gibson's dog shit these days.
That's what I mean, and it's like it's preference again. It doesn't matter what's at the top. If it's whatever, and whatever sound to you sounds better than the one that the guy's got that's 14,000 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Then go for it. That's the way to do it. It's always feel. It's like putting trainers on. Like you have to try the size on. You can't just go. Well, you can technically sometimes, but like you go to the shop, you've got to try it on. Even when you're buying it, you're trying it on to get the size for Nike or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
And then later on, you go, oh, right, okay, I can order them now because I know the size, I know how it feels. I've walked about in them. It's like that with guitars for me, anyway.
Okay.
Or any instrument, really, if you think about it. But,
see, I just go balls deep. I go blind on every instrument I've ever owned. But
I was really impressed. I was really like, I mean, obviously I've not played them, but I know, like, when you were talking about the Toeman stuff, I was like, oh, they're really cool for the value you're getting on that. Because I remember, like, back in the day, and we've talked about this before probably, but back in the day, picking up the Squire guitar kit from Argos, the Sunburst Squire with a wee Squire amp, and just insane for probably less money. I don't know, probably for more money than you paid for some of those guitars. And those guitars you've got are fucking class, and they're like metal style.
Well, let's put it this way.
Got that sort of,
so I bought a new Fender Squire Strat, right, in the Strat style, and you know, triple single coil pickups, trem that I never screw in because who gives a fuck? I hate floating trems. So a nightmare to set up, and like fucking, I got it. It was about 80 quid with a. I don't even know if it came with a bag, right? Fuck me, the fretwork was sharp as fuck, right? The action was terrible.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, interesting. You buy a Harley Benton from Toman for the same price. It's set up right out the factory.
Yeah, they'll put the work in, man. That's the thing. They're going to put the work in because they want you to come back and buy more or the one up. Whereas,
but the trick is though,
Fender can lose that money on the Squire. It's weird. It's weird to watch.
But that's it. But that's it though, because like fucking.
They shouldn't.
Yeah, because you know you want to have the beginner to have the best experience possible, but instead they just give him shit. It's like Jesus.
That's the difficult thing for me. I've never really understood that, and that's why I said to you, like, you know, the expensive banker that wants to buy the Carlos Santana, whatever.
Yeah.
Plays it for 30 minutes and then puts it back in its case. Like, yes, he'll have an absolute supreme time, but that's only because it's the same guitar that Carlos Santana's probably using on a tour somewhere.
Yeah, I get it.
Like that. Whereas the kid that's practicing the songs in the room they're actually putting the fucking hours in on the worst guitar going. So when they do eventually get a guitar that's maybe a bit better, they'll feel like they've improved.
They'll appreciate it more because they'll feel the quality.
But it's not just the guitar. It's the learning curve of the player as well, which it's quite nice because if you suddenly just, like, for example, the Rocksmith stuff. So if someone puts the time in a Rocksmith, you're going to learn the fucking song because it's muscle memory. But you play it on a Squire or whatever guitar that's maybe it's got sharp frets in it, you'll get used to it. It might hurt your fingers and that, you'll eventually get used to it. And then when it comes to the fact where you've got a different guitar, you'll try it on a different guitar, or you try your mate's guitar, make it slightly better. and then you'll be like, fucking hell, that was easy.
That's it.
Or that was a lot easier, and it's just because it's not been set up right.
That's it. Setup is key to a lot of stuff. Yeah,
and you can also, the thing is, what I liked about these other guitars as well is the custom stuff. So you can quite happily go and get the Harley Benton and rock the stuff, the base model that comes out there. But you can also go, fuck it, I'm going to get pickups. I'm going to put DiMaggio pickups in it.
Yeah. And
then you're away, because it's not the good. Part of it is the guitar, but then it's also for the sound wise. You're talking about the pickup at the end of the day.
I would largely disagree.
Guitars sound class.
I'm an asshole, right? I disagree with a lot of this, right? The pickups are a big part of the sound. For me, it's the amp. Like most of an electric guitar's sound is the amp stage, all the way.
There's for me there's about three stages. There's the pick thickness, which matters. There's the strings that matter, and then I would have thought the pickups, because there's that many companies that make pickups and wind them and like certain coils and all that stuff for particular sounds. The amp's a different kettle, because that's got its own category.
Sure.
But yeah, I know I do agree with you to some point in a sense.
It's just because I argue with people who believe in Tonewood. Oh, Divine, you're not in my group.
No. Oh shit, sorry man. Fucking hell, what am I doing? Must have left and joined back. No, I'm joining you now.
Cool. Yes, I don't believe in tone. Unless you're playing an acoustic, Tonewood doesn't mean anything.
No, because you're going through the amp. Okay, yeah. No, I'm just meaning for a particular sound.
Yeah, sure.
So like, let's just say AC/DC, right, for the easiness. So we're talking like a classic rock sort of sound. Most commonly, humbuckers, like the double humbucker sort of deal.
Yeah.
Like the one in the SG. That's the sound where a bit of overdrive, you're there. Now, that's that sound.
Can I say I agree with you on all that you're saying, on the grounds that you're playing a closer to clean sound, right? So in that, like, so AC/DC, they're not rocking like a whole fucking board with EQ, distortion.
No. It's just like, you're lucky if it's a Mesa. Yeah. So it's like a Mesa amp. It could even just be the Mesa amp. I don't think he actually used a pedal back in the day. He just used the Mesa amp.
Sure, but that's what I'm saying. Like the closer it gets to the clean sound, like to just raw guitar, then that's where all of the other stuff factors in. Otherwise, it's all amp. Because like, I don't care if you've got a £1 million guitar or a £100 guitar. Once you start putting in layers and layers of distortion, it doesn't matter what pickups you've got. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, but you're talking like mass destruction settings, which is absolutely fine. It's class. But I suppose I'm on the more general side. So like, I'm thinking like your classic dad rock stuff.
Yeah, but
you're not going a bit crazy with that, and it's still quite a crazy. It's still quite a crazy sound, but it's no mass destruction.
I think that's where the all the extra bits that you were saying come in. So that's where your pickups are going to matter. That's where your string gauge is going to matter. Your pick's going to matter. But yeah, as soon as you start adding on, like, because I know so many metal guitarists that swear that Tonewood is real. It's like, look, I'm sorry. Once you get to a certain point, that's not a thing.
Oh, it's not. No. What you're talking about is like, you're like, for example, if you go to the amp settings on your what's it called, your virtual amp on your computer, if you're plugging into that, the plugins, you set that to mass destruction or full distortion or everything at fucking 25 or what the hell. It's going to kill, and it's always going to kill, and it's always going to cut through. It's always going to sound that same way, because it's the equivalent of having a giant, like, Van Halen stack in the room and cranking everything up.
Yep.
It's always going to break up, because it has to. Because that's what happens. Yep. That's just audio. Which is that, and I agree with you on that, totally. But like, when people go, oh, it's the Tonewood, it's not. For me, it's not the wood. It's the way the person plays and perceives the feel of the instrument more than people going, oh, well, yeah, it's the tone of that wood. Because wood will have tone to a degree, but with all the other stuff on top, it'll totally get cancelled out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in an acoustic sense, completely as time wood. Completely time wood. Because it's all about resonance, reverberations. You know, it's the actual vibrations being captured by the wood, and different kinds of wood will dampen different frequencies, and those motherfuckers only just one. But like when it comes to electric, there's just so much shit going on.
Oh yeah.
But like the wood is going to have like so, because it's not, the vibrations aren't being picked up by the wood at all. They might be dampening a few frequencies, but not enough to even be noticeable.
Oh, no, and certainly if you're stacking pedals on top of that are making noise and affecting the signal like a fuzz and stuff, it's not. You're out of the game with that. We're talking like, God, let's see,
There it is.
in a bass form, maybe like a sort of like a Dave Gilmour Pink Floyd sound.
Yeah.
That's like a clean, delayed.
Yeah.
A bit tube screamery now and again, but like.
Yeah. Oh, I'll give you that. That'll be, you know, you'll be able to hear the pick scrape on the strings. You know, you'll be able to hear all of those little details because they're not being drowned out by buckets of effects.
Exactly, but like you're talking like fucking.
But those are the people I argue with, though, dude. Well, not argue with, but they're like, yeah, but this is all important. It's like not after you've added on that third fucking, not after you've added on that third distortion pedal.
I'm with you fully with that. Like, before you said that, I was like, no, actually, because when you said it, I was like, no, I know what he's meaning now. You're meaning, like, whatever and on top. Like,
yeah, sure.
It's like...
On clean sound, like, my God, you know, there's a lot of shit, but...
This is like going, oh, do you know what, I'll make a ham sandwich, right? And then you put the sauce on, and then you put extra stuff on, and you put the cheese on, and then, like, the ham's still there.
But it's not the...
You're not tasting it as the pure on its own on the bread. You're now getting everything that you've stacked on top of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. The taste has changed.
Yeah. You got the groove, son. You got the groove.
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I get exactly what you were meaning. But yeah, no, the guitars are strange one. Like, instruments are mostly like that, but it's funny how a lot of instruments that people argue about that are actually mostly acoustic, because that's where it stands. That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I was trying to say to people. I was like, what are you guys on about? Like, you're on about acoustic stuff. Time was a thing for acoustics, not for... Not after you put on... Fucking...
That's it.
It's physics.
Aye, yeah, that's it. You can't argue with that. Like, so at a certain level, it's going to break up. Doesn't matter if it's like a triangle, a fucking kazoo, or a piano, acoustic piano. It's, you hit the distortion pedal on it.
Once you square wave that audio... Once you square wave that signal, it's done.
Aye. And it doesn't matter what type of bone the ocarina was made out of, it's still going to sound like a distorted organ, because...
Yeah, that's it. It's going to sound like Bach.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why I like things like sound and stuff like that. Because it's such a strange thing. It's such a weird organic thing that can change. It's like the wind. Like... You could like when we were talking about like earlier on the setup and how you got it. You always sound crystal. I know you always jokingly say, "Oh, it sounded shit." It didn't sound shit. Like you just hopefully you're joking because it does sound decent.
Sometimes.
But I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things. It's just kind of be like I'm kind of like right. Well, sounds always going to. And the thing is, here's the best one. You'll notice this as well, and you've probably done this 100 times. You get all your gear set up, you record, and then you'll go and do something and you'll move the gear and you'll set it up somewhere else and it'll sound completely different because you've set it up in a different corner of the room, or it's two spaces to the right.
That is right. That's exactly why I QQ about my audio. What's the problem? It's like because I've moved it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme, but it matters to the person who's had to pack it all away, because they know they will never achieve that exact same setup ever again, no matter how much settings they record, because you'll never get the measurements right unless you chalk the floor.
Yeah, that's it. And we've done that. We've put tape all over the floor.
Exactly. Like it's weird. It's a weird one. And that's like that with sound. sound and tone coming through the amp, like we were talking about that's like mic spaces, mic spacing on the.
If people move a microphone when you're mid-recording, I rage. It's like, nope, the whole thing's going in the fucking bin. You're recording it again. Like, why? So you just knock the mic, dude.
Because you'll hear it forever, and some person who's recorded it should care about that, but they don't. So it's like, what the fuck? And then you've suddenly got a different guitar sound halfway through the track.
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
That's yeah. Unless that's what you're going for, but yeah.
Our survey says no. Retrack again.
It's just funny. It's just, I don't know. It's just stupid things, but it's things that we think about because we're different compared to most people who just like, why are you thinking about that? Like, it's just like, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? Some people don't understand it, and it's good when you get someone that understands it with you because you're like, someone else feels the pain.
Yeah. Seriously, man, I still get ragged on these. It's just because you're a perfectionist. It's like, yeah, I am, but I don't want it to be shit. And the reason we have to check everything all the time is because I know all it takes is rebooting a computer or fucking moving an interface and the whole thing's fucking poor. And you don't know until after the fact.
Yeah, well that's it. But that's the thing about that as well. That's that, like we were saying about a while ago, like when 3D was like, oh, I need to make sure the audio is this. And I'm like, and we were like, just stream. Yeah, but just stream, and not on a sort of like, hey mate, you know, you've moved your mic set. Fair enough if you went, oh, I had to move my mic set up, pack it away, and then move it. I'm going to have to check the levels. That's different. But I'll go and I don't know if it's the right decibels.
Yeah, like just stream. Check the level, right? Make sure that the audio is coming through and it's not distorted. Go. Yeah,
you're not at that, like, not that he's not at that point, but like, I'm just be like, right, you don't really need to worry about that right now. Like, what you need to worry about is getting on there.
There's like, so many more important things to worry about than like if your audio is crystal.
Yeah,
I guarantee
he's got it. And he's got it now. Like he'll adjust it now and again, but nothing much because he's got the setup now.
Yeah, that's it.
So that's class. It was good to see him kind of jump into that. No, I didn't change it. That was like great stuff.
Fucking leave it alone. But the trouble is, he's trying to compete with me still. It's like, dude, stop.
And then don't, because doesn't need to say that to him as well.
Keep saying to him, my audio's shit. Just get over it.
Yeah.
It's like I use a cheap ass microphone and it still sounds exactly the same as the really expensive stuff. So chill out.
That's the room, man. That's the secret to that as well. Part of that's the room and the mic and head positioning. So it's like because you're always in that one area in that room. You've kind of got this alcove sound without even thinking about it because you're just used to miking in that corner. And for some reason, any mic, like what you should do one day, right? Might take a wee while, but you should kind of do a shoot video of the same audio with different mics and just see, like, you know, like maybe not have them all set up at the same time, but like be like, right, okay, I'm going to do this for this mic and do the exact same thing for all these whatever mics and compare the difference, and it'll be pretty similar.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you know how to set it up. And if you've got like a big boy mic and you do it, it should, well, in theory it should sound the best. But it won't, because you know how to set mics up, and you could probably do the same thing on a tiny wee fucking contact mic if you tried hard enough. You know what I mean?
It's terrifying, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's scary. But yeah, it improves a point. But yeah, that'd be so for like podcasts. The mic you're using right now would be probably perfect for it.
Funny enough, I've used this microphone for podcasts.
Yeah, you gotta see. So because it's nice and close up.
It's pretty nice. It's like even just like if I move. So I did a video the other day where I was using one microphone, but I moved from this corner over to another side of the room, like literally only 3 feet. And I was like, this is the difference. So what do you mean? It's like, well, if you listen to the first one, there's a bit of an echo on it, right? Because I'm tucked right into the corner. So there's reverb coming off the wall. It's just coming straight back into the side of the capsule. But if I move away from the wall,
of the room. Yeah.
Even just slightly, just a foot away from the wall, all the reverb goes away.
Yeah. It's also, and this is the weird bit, we're getting into the nitty-gritty now, but like for sound, if you're recording in that room, you've got a sofa in there, you've got a lot of items that are blocking, you've probably got books at some point, probably got like a stack of something, like, I don't know, stack of tech items, you've got a backpack probably kicking a bit.
Yep, all dampening all the
You've got a dog, you've got a dog that runs between the rooms that probably would dampen a good chunk of sound if it was just chilling in the corner. So it's like,
yeah, he does.
You've got loads of things. You've got loads of things that'll make the room soft. But if you had just the computers in there, no the couch, no the carpet, and no like things on walls like your photos or whatever.
Yep.
That'd be it. It'd all be like you'd clap and it'd go, and you'd get like all the natural reverb in the room because it's all the reflections are still there.
Yep. That's one thing Zaber had the other night.
Crazy.
So he's just set up a new office.
You got all the reflections.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, mate, get close to that microphone and turn it the fuck down because all we can hear is like reverb off the walls.
Yeah. And that's because he's probably not set it up like to the point where he's ready to rock yet.
Yeah,
like, he's got it going, but he probably needs to put a couple of soft furnishings in there to get it going and feel the. Because in here, this is like I've got like wooden floor in here, but if I go, you can hear it. You'll hear the room, like with the. That's weird.
Oh, we just got wrecked, dude.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, we got wrecked. Jesus. Oh yeah, we're getting wrecked. I'm talking shit. But
that's right. I was in third place in the last match, mate. I think you might have been way ahead of me. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I'm not even paying attention.
Oh, I wasn't even shooting, man. I was shooting the ground more than the people that, because I never seen anybody nearby me.
We're too busy talking audio.
Yeah, but no, I like all that. I like all the other class.
See, I prefer. The funny thing is, people think I'm a video snob. I'm an audio guy. Always been an audio.
Oh yeah, you're not a video snob. You know about video, but you're not. You're more an audio guy than.
I've always loved audio. If you said to me, do I want to be the guy in front of the camera or the voice or the person recording the sound, I'll be the guy with the fucking recording the sound, man. Like I don't want fame or fortune. I'm happy just being able to capture the thing.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's a cool thing to have.
It's funny actually because Andy Sneap is actually one of my favourite guitarists of all time, but he's also one of the best fucking sound engineers of all time too. Fantastic lead guitarist for a band called Sabbath, and now he's one of the top metal producers on the planet.
That's class.
Rather than being on stage, he decided to, record the shit.
Yeah. That's cool. I like stuff like that.
In fact, actually, you might have seen him on stage with Chris Jericho's Fozzy.
Oh yeah.
He played with Fozzy for a while.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, you're right. He did. I remember that guy's name there. When you just said that to me, I was like, Andy. I'm sure that guy was. I'm sure there's an Andy in that band.
He's a legend.
Dude, we called that a comeback right there.
That was fucking beautiful, son. Actually, let's get the proximity effect. That was fucking beautiful, son.
Do you know what, right? Do you know what I really like? I don't know what it's called, I don't know if it's got a name, right? But I like this. So see if you, let's think, certain videos, and people record videos on YouTube and they've got really fucking good cameras.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is, like, you do the vlog and you're doing it on a fucking XLR, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you speak, but it sounds like and even if I'm playing it from a speaker or my headphones, it sounds like you're behind me.
Yeah.
Is that's to do with the sound? Aye. Is that to do with the sound setup, or is that to do with the mic quality and the camera?
A combination of all of it.
Right, because that's weird when that happens. Because I'll turn around and be like, I'm sure I heard that noise in my kitchen. No, it's in your house and it's in the vlog, rather than being, because it sounds like it's behind me rather than being in the side of my ears.
So are you hearing that more recently?
I think so.
So I've got a shotgun mic on the top that's rejecting sound. So sounds from the... it used to be omnidirectional.
Okay.
So it'll be picking up a lot more audio from all around the camera.
So maybe it's that then. Maybe it's that that's done it. I mean, it's obviously not. It's not just you that's doing it. Like other people have done it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I only seldomly see it, but I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like sometimes people who do like some guitar videos or like some synth videos or that. It's like, shit, that sounds like it's behind me. Like
That's fucking... That is the beauty of audio mixing. I don't believe directly in... Like, soundscaping on headphones is really weird for me. Because a lot of people say, I can pick out the bass, it's on the top left. It's like it can't be to the left because it was recorded with a single mic right in front. So unless it's been mixed to fade around that way...
Yeah, I think mostly... It tends to lie in the mix for stuff like that. If you're doing like when people say stuff like that, they're obviously. I think that's what they're meaning. Because then, like what you're saying, if that didn't happen, or it wasn't recorded on the left, unless it was recorded on the left side of the room.
Well, yeah, but people are very rarely. Usually they're just micing up solo, aren't they?
Yeah.
So it's just like literally the bass. You never really, if you're recording live, and I say this to people all the time. If you record something live, I believe that entirely. Like, you can tell where the bass sits in the room and all that kind of stuff. But, if you're doing what most studios do, I'm recording the bass. I'm recording the lead guitar. I'm recording the rhythm guitar. And they're not playing live together. You know, you're not picking up room tone or anything. You're just literally microphone pressed up against an amp. You don't tell where they are in the room because they're not. That's just a single mic pressed up against the cab and...
it's mind the treat stuff.
Yeah.
It's mind the treat stuff. But it's like that placebo effect. If you say to someone, listen to that, it's been mixed. And then you've set it so the mix goes to the left.
Yeah, pattern.
And then if you go, listen to that. And then they go, I can really hear the bass on the left hand side.
Yeah.
They've chose to hear that. Because you can choose to hear what you listen to if it's mixed well enough.
Yeah. I mean, like placing it to the left and to the right is one thing, but to say like, oh yeah, I'm hearing it. It's like I can hear it. It's placed right next to the guitar. It's like, no, it isn't.
No, that's like I don't know. It's like that's like saying, I've seen this unicorn, but it was pink, but
yeah,
actually it was blue.
That's like because what they're doing is they're acting like they're hearing it live.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. The sound isn't. There is no reverb from the room. It's not actually being played and set up next to. It's just If it was again, it's another one of the ones like if it was a live event and you were recording it with a bunch of microphones at a live event, yeah, I'll give you the positioning of the instruments all the time. But every time I've recorded someone's guitar or bass, there's no one else playing. They'll have like we'll get the drummer in. The drummer's tapping away, or we've got a click track in place, and then they'll record each instrument separately. And it's like, well, where could that be in a 3D space then? Because it can't, because there's only a single instrument being played at any one time in the same place. So it would be then how you mixed it to dictate where it sits in the mix in the headphones.
Yeah, it needs to be the mix. Like, there's a lot of like albums that were done like that, where the mix at the end was like adjusted.
Yeah.
Like. So you can change. Actually, there's plugins now that you can actually change the position. So you can go into a 3D neural imagery what your sound is, and you can fucking change the position of. So say if I've got an audio track of guitars.
Yep.
And I wanted to have like this the one that does the solo. I wanted to have that top right at like 15 turn. Like so we're talking like maybe like 3 o'clock on a clock.
Yeah.
I know it's going to come at the right speaker. But then say if I want to put everyone else on the different positions on the map, you can also move the 3D sound effect and pan it.
Yeah.
So you're getting that, oh shit, they sound like they're standing next to each other. Like, and that. Which is weird.
I will say that, so have you heard any of the modern spatial audio stuff?
I think.
See, I get a little irked with some of that because a lot of it is just a filter.
Oh yeah, it's just
reverb.
It's not, yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's just like artificial reverb. Like they've made it sound like it's in a room, but you know that was mic'd up clean and there was no reverb caught. There's no room tone mixed in.
I used to do it with fucking Winamp. Remember when Winamp used to allow you could add your own reverb?
Yeah.
So what I used to do, just fucking spice up an album if I got a bit bored of it, is I put reverb on it. I'd sit and listen to fucking AC/DC with a bit of reverb on it, and then listen to a live album.
Totally a child of the 70s you are, my son.
A live album. So I mean, like I probably could have got a live album, but like you're sitting there going, do you know what? Let's put a bit of that on and listen to that. Put a bit of reverb on it, because you just Winamp it. Boom.
Yep. God, Winamp. Jesus fucking Christ, mate.
It really kicks a llama's ass.
Damn right, dude. I feel so old.
Had a chat about that today with somebody. No, it was my pal Ewan at work. We were on like, there's a roof bit at my work, so he's like, do you want to go on the roof bit to chill out? So we went up, and there was someone we were talking about. Oh, it was we were talking about a version of something changing. Anyway, and I went, so it's a lucky paint. Anyway, aye, it's a new Winamp skin, mate. We
yeah,
both
it?
on top of there, which is great. That was quite fun. But yeah, no, the spatial stuff, it's fine, but I just didn't get it when it's like, oh, it's a new Jimi Hendrix album. Oh, it's a new live version of the Jimi Hendrix album that you've heard countless times.
Oh, I don't like it when they do that. It's like, hey, yo, if I went to listen to this album, I came to listen to the album that I've kind of grown up listening to, kind of thing, you know? Don't fuck with it. Because they did that with Megadeth recently. They remixed and remastered a load of their stuff to make it sound more spacious and stuff. I was like, this sounds terrible. This is not the album I came here to listen to.
Yeah. But the reason that happens as well sometimes is because the the copyright is running it.
They need to redo it. So they go for a remaster.
So rather than them go, oh, we'll just re-release the album with like B-side stuff or stuff we didn't want to put in because it was or we thought it was boo, but people want to hear it, they'll just release that. Normally what used to happen is they would just do that and then that'd be it, and then that's the copyright back in play, and great stuff. But now they're going, oh shit, we'll do that, but people want to hear these 3D stuff. Right, well, let's just get, like what you said, run it through the plugin.
Yeah. See,
and do this.
If they did it properly and got a one of the binaural microphone setups done, whereby let's say they actually placed speakers, so they get the individual tracks. So you got your bass, your lead, your rhythm, and your drum tracks, right? And you set them up on individual speakers in a room, right? So you got your bass on the left, say for example, rhythm, lead. Your drums in the middle at the back, right? Vocalist is in the middle on the middle speaker, right? And then you play them at a binaural speaker, you know, one of the ears on a stick thing.
Yeah.
If you did that and then sent it to me and go, yeah, excellent, you know, 3D audio right there, good job. But because they're usually just running it through a plugin. It does my head in.
Yeah. It's got to be tested.
You're gone, dude. Oh no, there you're back.
I'm ready. I hit the ready button. Come on. Hit the button. There we go. That was weird. I got a thing popped up saying ready there, and I hit the A button, but it was a hold A button.
I said you'd quit.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, but that's the thing with that, isn't it? They've just done it so they didn't lose it on the copyright vibes, and give you something different, so you can rebuy it for the 40th time.
That's it. Do you know what really fucks me off? Places when Spotify and that don't give you both versions. Like, let's say they had both versions, and then they bin one of them off.
Yeah, that's annoying.
You know, like the Aussie stuff.
That's annoying.
Aussie re-recorded a load of his stuff, didn't he? Later on in his career, when he did. I can't remember the album now, but it was big in the early 2000s.
Yeah, I know which one you mean. When we're dreaming on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're on. I can't remember the name, but I get you.
When they released that album, they remastered a lot of the earlier stuff. And, so they basically, like, in some cases, they changed the bass tracks. They completely re-recorded the bass. And it's like, okay, well, can I have the original version available still? No, we took it all down. So, okay. Or they'll put the remaster up on say Spotify or Apple Music, and Spotify or Apple Music will say, yeah, this album came out in like 1988, and it's like, no, this isn't the 1988 version. This is the remix that came out in like, I don't know, 2001 or whatever.
Yeah, that's sometimes a database issue when they've not actually really looked into what they're putting up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because they get the masters from an album from a what the fuck are they called? Label.
Like a DAT tape, you mean? Oh, like a label, yeah.
Yeah, they get the raws from a label, and then they just fucking whap it in, and that's it.
But what you were saying there is funny from Ozzy there, because he and Mrs. Osborne, they fell out with the old original drummer and bass player that was on like Crazy Train and stuff.
Yeah, that was it. They redid all the early stuff.
Because of that. So basically they wanted them off.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's why they did it. That's why they re-recorded it.
Really?
So someone had to re-record. I don't know who it was, I don't know who ended up doing it, but someone obviously re-recorded it alongside the Randy Rhoads guitar parts.
Oh, mate.
So these other people could be taken off because apparently at the time they were troublemakers. But you don't decide years later that people are troublemakers.
Yeah, you don't. Damn, man, you don't just take someone off of an album. That's their work.
Exactly. And there's a whole massive YouTube video about the drummer. I think he's called Lee actually, Lee Kersley or something like that. It's the drummer that did the Crazy Train drums, and the bass player, and I think is it Bob Daisy maybe. And they had like, yeah, they were basically used and then dropped. And I'm talking for tours and that. This is in the 80s as well. So not only did they get kicked in the gut in the 80s, they got kicked in the gut when the reissues came out.
Yeah, I get it.
So that's a double. Not saying that the people that got the jobs afterward were good because they were cracking, but because these other people were session guys, it was right. Here's how we want to do it, and this is what we're doing, rather than the vibe in the room, the drummer and the bassist just getting a groove on and then doing something cool.
Yeah, I get you. See, that'd do my night. Like, seriously, man, if I ever recorded an album with someone, and I won't, obviously, because I'm just fucking not good enough. But like, let's say we all recorded an album, and then at some point someone said, "Oh yeah, well, so and so's a cunt." Dude, the last thing I'd do is fucking say, "No, we're re-recording all that because that dude's a prick." This
is the thing, but you're a nice guy, and then right now, like that Ozzy Osbourne stuff now isn't like it's not him and Sharon, it's a business.
Yeah.
And that's how they're running that, which is shit, but that's how they're running that. Whereas we'd be like, nah, come on, you gotta think about this.
Yeah, but man, like let's say for example you were playing the lead. Like I couldn't fucking say, oh yeah, we're just gonna bin Divine off because fucking, you know, he likes fucking, he's gone vegan or whatever. That would really anger me. But
I don't know why. He's just gone vegan. I don't know what happened.
We better re-record all of his tracks, mate.
There's a little guy and he doesn't want to come out. Yeah, like no, but like yeah. That's another thing as well. So basically, this whole like Spinal Tap shit was happening back in the 80s. People arguing and that, and over something stupid, and then someone got in their head that they were trying to force people to do different things, and then that's how they two got paid off. But then no one got rid of fucking. I mean, other than how it actually happened, no one got rid of Randy Rhoads. He was fucking still there. He was always there, and when he couldn't be there, that was that, unfortunately. But yeah, I just find that pretty weird, that. And that's the only thing about Ozzy I don't like. I don't know if he was part of that, or he was forced to do that.
Yeah, I get it.
Anything else, he gets away with it. But, yeah. A bit crazy.
Oh, shit, I kill myself. I'm playing like shit today, dude. Like, I've barely hit 1,000 points on any of these matches. This is ridiculous.
Don't worry, man. I'm just painting the floor. I'm trying to do my bit for the painting of the floors. I'm trying to get the ink up as well. There we go. Get that done just so we can get a wee safety net. Right, okay. But yeah, it's really strange how they do that. And I'm surprised that Megadeth done it.
Well, no, Megadeth did the whole spatial audio thing. Apparently that all got pulled down though. But I don't think people liked it. It just sounded... For me, it didn't sound right. I was like, I didn't want this. I wanted the original album that was released in 1993 or whatever. I didn't want any of this extra fluff.
Yeah.
You know, and you didn't have the option of listening to the original. I just want the original. Just give me the original album. That's what I came here for.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I should just. I would cancel Spotify and Apple Music and stuff, but the kids use it. It's like I already own all of the music that I want to listen to.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. It's a strange one because you're just kind of like trying to. You think you want to try and educate folk, could be like, oh, here we go, this is this album, and then put the album up, rather than going, oh, this is this version where the guys have been replaced, but we'll not tell you that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I don't like.
Don't be such a disingenuous asshole, is what we're saying.
Yeah, yeah. If they're gonna be, and I got really, actually I was laughing, well, not laughing, but I was just like, oh god, here we go. Like, there's so many good albums, but then there's so much crap as well. Like, it's a shame because Ozzy's still going and he's doing albums now. More power to him for doing an album, but it's not as good as the stuff that he did with Zach Wild. It's not as good as the stuff that he did with Randy Rhoads, and that's a fact.
Yep.
But he's doing it, so that's cool. But every song sounds like Mr. Crowley because that's what's sold at the time. And it starts with strings, and it's a laugh at the beginning, like it's they hit the vibe, and they've just they're vampire in the vibe, and it's unfortunate because when Ozzy doesn't sound great with new technology. Does that sound right to what I'm saying? Do you get what I mean? Like
yeah.
His vocal style is very like off the cuff, but because they've got him announcing and everything and going really really close up with stuff and that, it just sounds weird.
You could see back in the day, you could hide a lot of that because of the technology at the time.
There's too much of the clean. It's too clean for me. It's too clean anyway. I mean, other people, do you know what? Rabid guys will just buy it, and it's cool because if you buy the right one, it comes with a Todd McFarlane comic, like based on the album.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like it's got cool shit going on with it, and it's got cool folk playing on it. It's got loads of different guitarists playing on it. It's great, but songs aren't good.
Yeah.
It's a shame because it's like it's a great idea on paper, but you have to have the songs. And my problem is, it's like once you've wrote Crazy Train and you've wrote fucking Children of the Grave and fucking shit like that, like you kind of just you've done your stuff. Like
yeah, let it go, son.
It's a shame. But again, what do I know? I'm just a humble web dev. Yeah, no, and it's annoying because I do like Ozzy and stuff, and I like that sort of music. But then there's like, again, there's only so much of that you can swallow as well.
Yeah.
So you're just like, right, okay, because it's like that thing, which is right. If I'm listening to Rolling Stones, I know I'm getting Rolling Stones. I know what I'm getting. Again, AC/DC, I know what I'm getting. Maiden, I know what I'm getting. Ozzy, I know what I'm getting. But it's like, right, well, you've done that last two albums like that, and it's the same idea.
Okay.
I'm like, maybe not do that, kid.
Change it up. Just don't go full Metallica on it and become an arthritic old man and still play shit.
It's a shame because I know that the vocalist has got like the hardest job when you're older because
the vocals wear out.
Well, it's a muscle.
Yeah.
And if you can't sing it full pelt and you're God knows what. Like you can, but only if you've really looked after your voice and you've got genes that go that way.
Yeah, let's just say none of them had.
Nah. And
I mean, look, even King Diamond, massive range, right? But doesn't have the range he had when he was younger. Can still belt it out, my gods, but
That's it. But if I went, dude, we've got tickets to go see this, you'd still fucking go.
Oh yeah.
The same reason if someone went to me, yeah, we've got tickets to go see Ozzy. Well, yeah, fucking hell, I'll go. But not because I know it's going to be like the album.
You're there for the atmosphere.
That's it in one.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't like. It's gonna sound weird. I don't like live performances. Like, if I want to listen to the album, I'll listen to the album. Like, if I want to listen to that song, I'll listen to the song. If I go to a gig, I want the atmosphere. I want the feeling. I want that groove. I want to be able to fucking, you know, I want to be able to feel it.
It's one of those things, right? It's like if you're playing a gig and you've practiced and you've practiced and you've practiced, and then you're like, right, okay, I'll do the gig, and then someone fucking fucks it up or fucks a note up. Live, it doesn't matter. There's maybe 3 people in the crowd that have noticed.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone else is living, like, rocking the vibe, like what you said. And then, if you're a guitarist, you've learnt the trick of grabbing the note that you fucked and bending it to high heaven so it sounds cool.
yeah.
So, you're alright. That's the fail-safe manoeuvre.
Oh my god, dude. Again, another one under 1,000. Jesus.
Ooh.
I sound playing like shit.
It's fine. It's all points, man.
We've had like 12 defeats in a row.
Yeah.
But we're talking about music, so that's good. Oh,
it could be that.
Hi, VG.
It could be that.
Fucking mate, sub 900 points. Jesus Christ.
Oh, ability unlocked. What have I got? I have unlocked speed. Level 9 as well.
I'll check mine on the next run.
Oh Jesus, that was bad there.
Mate, that was brutal. Not one of us broke 900 points. Look, we've had a load of matches like that tonight. I'm
not getting to the zone in time. I'm shooting and painting, but I'm not getting the breakthrough moment where we can just get in, get the turret down. But I'll try and focus on that.
That's all good. It's all good. Mate, I don't mind fucking losing. If I was, I wouldn't be playing right now.
But yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. There'll be people that will love that new album, but...
Okay, so here's a trick.
Just couldn't.
It's like, as an example, we heard a band called Cellar Darling, right? So, when I was having my depressed kick back in 2020, like, you know, the really low one I had, the world was worried I was... This is going to get dark, folks, so word of warning. The world was worried I was going to top myself. Because I'm not the kind of guy that just gets depressed and then dwells on it. And he freaked the fuck out because I didn't seem to be just springing back like I normally do. And so he was like, "Hey Skaz, there's a gig for a band I really like. Would you like to come to a gig? There's one right down by where you live." And I was like, "All right." And we checked to see who was coming to do the gig, and the backup quit, or they couldn't make it or whatever, so they replaced them with this band called Cellar Darling, and frankly, they were terrible. Like the songs we heard of them, like when you looked them up on like YouTube or whatever, they were shit. They sounded terrible. Like their single songs that became music videos were fucking awful. But we went to see them live. Like they came on before the band that we went to see, and they were all right. Yeah. Frankly, I preferred them live better than I did the band we paid to see.
That's crazy. But I understand it as well, because sometimes people have more presence live than they do on the fucking CD.
Yeah. Well, I went back and I listened to their new album instead, and the new album's actually all right. It was all right.
That's cool.
Opeth is still shit though.
I do like it when bands do that, because it's always a nice surprise when you get that. Oh fucking hell! Didn't even notice that was a thing.
Getting caught in the bass trap at a small gig.
Oh jeez, dude! Fucking hell! Oh, I've just killed 2 rollers. We're on a fucking roll. Pardon the pun.
Proud of you, son. Proud of you. Cause I keep getting wrecked, dude. Jesus, I've only got 500 points with a minute to go.
We've got the wipe out there. Oh, we're proper screwed this time. But I did kill 2 rollers, so I'll take that as a improvement. Somebody's got a sniper rifle, so that's why we're dying. Splatter scope, yeah.
You're on my ass again. I'm getting wrecked by sloshers and snipers tonight. I do not know what the fucking problem is.
It's a shame because the roller squad are just, they're going, that's why they're winning. They've got a bucket guy as well. Yep, you're right. Slosher, 2 rollers, and a fucking, what's it called? Snipe. That's a tactical team right there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm getting fucked. I'm getting one shot. Like, we're not playing against scrubs tonight, son.
Nah, but they were being dicks try to kill me at the end, and I was like, nah, I'll kill you, it's fine.
Wow, that was brutal.
That was slaughter.
What's this? Am I streaming off my main rig now? Yeah, I have been on and off for ages.
Oh, who's asking that?
Oh, Olgovich. What do you mean by main rig? Are we talking, what, for the game, or... What's the groove, man? What's the groove?
This is when he realises he's like, oh shit, I'm streaming from a Raspberry Pi and I've just lied to you all for 2 weeks or something.
You're damn right.
For a laugh. for a laugh.
No, this isn't the main PC. I've not streamed off my main PC in fucking over a year.
You know what, right? Do you know what? The one that when you told me you were streaming from a small computer.
Oh yeah.
And then I knew it because I was like, because you told me about the bit at the beginning when you changed your screen at the beginning.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, you were like, bet you no one knows, but no one will notice apart from you because you'll know, but no one will notice. And then you were doing like Zenith, and it looked just the same. And I was like, fucking hell.
See.
But no one does videos like that to go, by the way, you can do it with this. You can do it with a paperclip if you really fucking put your mind to it.
If you really wanted to.
Which I think is quite unique, because no one else does that.
That's just because there's computers everywhere, man. You've got to use them. And they're a lot more capable than they were eons
I know
ago.
that. Fucking you tell me, I preach at the choir, I know that. But what's annoying is, there's like people out there that don't, and you could go, by the way, I've got a video that shows you that you can do this without sounding like a fucking pretentious wank.
Oh yeah, I don't know, the people seem to like those pretentious wankers.
And then it means that you've then put that knowledge out there without downloading Raid Shadow Legends and forcing it down folks' throats.
Yeah, that's it. Mate, I could never do that.
That'd be so funny. Imagine just you suddenly stopping mid-flow in the vlog and going, well, and on that note...
Fucking brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends, but no.
I'd actually phone you up and shout abuse at you if you ever tried to do that. It would be bad. I'd be like, come on.
I said to Ram the other night, he said about, like, we were joking about sponsorships for episode 200 because we've never had a sponsorship in 9 years. I said this reminds me of, is it like the budget audio guy or something like that? And he has, because he doesn't get sponsors either, or he didn't. And he used to make up his own from a company he made up called Sith Audio.
Oh god, it's a fucking segue as well. It's the segues in between that are funny. When people just talk and then go, and if you want to fight someone else, follow me. And then it starts going on to the Shadow Legends vibes. It's just funny. I find that really funny because it's like they're doing it for one reason. They're not doing it to sell you the actual game.
But they're going for that cash, man. That lucrative cash.
Which I find funny, but then like that's why it's cool that you could, because you could say that information, not the Shadow Legends stuff, the actual information that, hey, by the way, you could, if you've got a potato, you can play League of Legends, for example.
Yep.
People probably know that, but most people won't know that it'll run on X device that they've got that's in the loft.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
See, I want more people to do PC stuff. I want more people to play. I want more people to have fun. I want more people to realise it's not about gear.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, obviously get your foot in the door, but if you're on the budget, like you're like the guy you ask because you know the fucking stuff to use.
So, oh, hang on, what's this? So Vici saying, do I need custom X.264 settings for Steam Deck? Could do. I mean, it's incapable of doing 1080p without actually bumping the encoder preset down to like super fast or whatever. or fastest or whatever. So that's, I mean, whilst that's not ideal, you could. I thought we were going to win that, but whoops.
8%, mate. 8%. 8%.
But I got over 1,000 points, so that's nice, and 10 kills.
Good stuff.
There we go. I hate that. So the 2 maps we've just been on can eat a dick.
Yeah, they were pretty crap. The shop might have changed. Ooh, the shop.
Oh, that's a point, yeah. And I'll be back in a sec, so I wanna where is it? Headgear. So I can upgrade upgrade my bits.
I'll be doing the exact same. If I can get into the... Where's the shop button? Turf map, match menu. If I need to quit. Oh, I need to quit, don't I? Do I? Turf map. Match menu. Yeah, can I go into the shop for there? How do you get back to the main area if you leave?
To the door, son.
Oh, Christ, no.
Or if you go menu and then hit headgear.
Yeah. You can do it once you're at the door. It's just, I think they've locked it so you can't just go into the main area.
Oh no, I did it. I did it from the lobby.
I didn't do it for there. For some reason, it didn't work.
It's a bitch, that's why.
Oh man, it's updated. Oh, cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Oh, knitted hat. Oh my goodness. It's pink.
Alright.
I'm starting to look like a woman. It's fun.
Beautiful. It's the best way. You're not allowed to be a straight white man these days.
That's it. There's no connotations on pink, it's just that I think the eyes that I've chose and the colours I'm wearing is leaning to the stereotypical feminine side, which does not bother me at all.
Like, oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was going to say, even in IRL, mate, I could wear a bright pink t-shirt that says fucking, I love the cock, and I would have no problem with it at all.
Yeah, on the absolute sausage. But yeah.
That's just because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, not an asshole.
I tried to be.
Respawn Punisher. Is that a hoodie? No, it's a jumper. It's an oversized jumper, but it's a jumper. I'm starting to look a hipster in this, and it's fun. What we got here? Yeah, I picked up some Bolton shoes. They popped up earlier on. They were cool. What are they? Clogs. Jesus fucking hell. Sandals. Reboots. Oh, the Mako Bucket high tops. They look fucking class. Get them. Start to buy all the gear. It's funny. It's like Animal Crossing. You're in at the shop. And you go, all I can buy is a waterfall.
That's it. God damn it.
By the way, did you try the turf battle? Table turf battle?
No, I have not.
It's really cool.
I have to give that a go.
It's
like
really,
one of the
really
little
smart.
mini games.
It's really smart. So you basically you walk to a different area of the map in the town, and you end up in a bloody like a back street area where it's like a sort of a mat sitting there.
Oh yeah.
And it's like Magic the Gathering room. Basically, you go there and sit and just do like a card game thing, but you're using the cards to put Tetris blocks down, and it's a turn-based battle. So, think you've got blue blocks, I've got the yellow blocks.
Yeah.
You've got certain shapes. I've got different shapes, but we've to race to meet each other in the middle, and you burn away points by coming more at my map. So it's like Splatoon rather than Tetris sort of thing.
Alright.
So the higher the number you have by putting cards down, the more you might wipe out of the opponent's blocks and stuff like that.
Sure. Okay.
It's quite cool. It's quite smart. And it's different, but it doesn't tell you that. Well, it does tell you in small writing, but it doesn't tell you in big writing that you can rotate the blocks as well.
Alright.
So basically it's like Tetris, but it's a battle and it's on one screen. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, I'll join you back now, sorry man.
Just a random note, I really want to try Rhino Access Battlers, but
Oh, aye, what's that?
It's an old card game from Steins Gate, but they don't manufacture it anymore, so I'd have to import it from Japan somewhere. But as soon as I find a copy, I want to get it, because I really want to play some more tabletop games.
The games are class. You can actually make it. You can make it in a digital version if you had the pictures and images.
Now, it's funny you say that, because is it Tabletop Simulator?
Yeah, man.
They have a version. They have a version of it on there.
There you go. So you can.
Oh, hang on. Olgovich saying, but tried to use the Discord link, didn't work. Do I even have a Discord link set up? Probably not.
Your Discord link.
Yeah.
No. I have no idea. I'm wide awake. I should be wide awake.
Apparently, you're now understandable, son.
I'm what? Sorry.
No one can understand what you're saying, son.
That's fine. That's what happens.
I was like, yeah, it's divine. You have to be on the same wavelength as divine.
In what way?
Shit.
Or is it because I'm? Is it because I'm Scottish? Is that what it is?
It's probably the Russian versus the Scottish, and they just don't get it.
It's fine. It's what happens is if you've just jumped in, I forget to join the T's and the R's. So what happens is they come out like one massive sentence.
Yeah, but see, that's easy.
If you're not listening for it, then you're in trouble.
I thought Scotland was easy.
No, it's different. It's different everywhere. But
my granddad had one of the thickest Scottish accents you'd ever fucking hear, son.
See, you're already trained. You're trained to listen for it.
You're damn right.
But some folk are only trained to hear it. That's it.
They hear it, they explode.
That's it. Very Halloween Nickelodeon colours at the moment. That's insane. I like this map. This is one of the old maps, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, from Splatoon 1.
Class. Yeah. Very clever.
Ran some cut. So look. So the preset would use less resources than the standard presets. I don't use the standard presets. I set up my own custom. If the machine's got enough power, if I was going to stream off the Steam Deck, if the machine is plenty powerful enough, a default preset's fine. On the Steam Deck though, it's not powerful enough at all. Like the Steam Deck will happily stream anything with a default preset up to 864p, but anything over that it automatically chokes. Unless you start unless you start fiddling with the presets, like the encoder speed and stuff.
Making names. Shit, where's the... Someone has been silly. Yeah, he got them. Sweet.
Let's get up to that 1,000.
Another thing you got to remember as well, that most people think you're Australian. So,
yeah, it's true. It is true.
Which I find really funny.
So one of my American mates was like, "You're not Australian though." I was like, "Yeah, I know I'm not."
It was that guy you met up with in Zenith that thought you were Australian and he was getting really excited.
Oh, fucking Polly.
That was fucking class.
Yeah,
you said that, you were like, no, I'm not. Because I think he thought because you were on at the same time and he was
yeah, that's it.
I've got a friend.
Another Australian.
I was like, no chance, man. No chance. It was funny, that.
It's a fun time. I'm just gonna copy this preset 1 second. You're gonna get loads of mic noises, my titties rub against the mic. Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fine. I've probably not got many games in me anyway, man. I've probably got like a couple more or something. I should really stop because I've got to be up early.
Yeah, I get you, dude. I've got to do the school run.
It's already early. Well, let's do one more then. Let's do one more. I'll wait till you've done your thing though, Mo.
Oh shit! 8 seconds. Keep going. I've just pasted in the thread. Thank you, Vici. So have you been trying it too, dude? See, everyone's now trying to use the Steam Deck. Oh my god, another one under fucking 1,000. See, everyone's now trying to use the old Steam Deck as a stream PC because it works.
I wonder why. Yeah.
I don't play and stream off the deck directly. I have done, but I don't necessarily recommend it.
No, I could see that being an absolute nightmare. But
it does work. Just it can be a bit of an ass when it comes to capturing software directly off the screen. So.
Yeah, you don't want that. But it's cool. It's cool. It's got an option.
I mean, I really love the thing. I think it's great. I still think it's an absolutely brilliant little box.
It's that whole thing. If you're saying like, do you know what? I fancy just put it in my bag, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
Like, then you're good. Do you know what I mean? It's good that that's a thing. Whereas before it'd be like, oh god, I've got to carry 3 bags.
That's it. Look, mate, I used to be that guy. I used to carry around shit tons of equipment.
Fucking 2 laptops and
fucking soundboards, the whole lot. It was great. We're getting ass fucked. It was beautiful.
I was going to spawn in there, and I ended up just waiting too long, and then someone killed us all. That's not good. Let's get rid of that. Who's shooting? What are they killing now? Oh, that's it, the Gatling gun. No chance. Unless you get behind it.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Vici's a bad person. You fucking dirty Rushki. You bastard.
Jeez.
There's no bad thing I can say about the Russians other than the poor bastards had to put up with my biological father for a few years. You poor souls. Just saying. Anyone that had to put up with that wanker, I am so sorry.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So I don't hate anyone, I don't even hate the North Koreans.
Mental. Oh, dude, what I was going to say, when are you not going, are you been for your meal yet? Or your lunch?
Nah, it's
rain?
Tomorrow, no, what day is it? It's Thursday today, so that'll be Friday.
That's cool.
Shit.
We're getting destroyed on the last game.
I wasn't paying attention though, I was totally not paying attention to what the fuck was going on. I just ran into like 3 guys. I'd have made a Russian porn star fucking cry there. Ran into 3 guys completely by accident.
Jeez. Jeez. But yeah, like the I do like Splatoon. It's a good laugh.
Great.
And again, it's got no right to run this smooth or feel this good control-wise on a wee crappy, like,
a decade-old fucking tablet.
Because it does. It just looks class.
Oh my
Jesus.
god!
I mean, they were 60-30
Mate,
over Iron Brew colour.
We've lost every fucking like late night stream we've had since we. That's what I get for like, oh yeah, we won that match 1%, and then we've been butt fucked every single night since. It's mental.
Oh, that was the vlog tonight, wasn't it? The 1% vlog.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I have scored literally. I'm gonna check every single fucking match, pretty much under 1,000. We'll stop here, I guess. Let's have a look.
We'll stop.
Guarantee it, nearly every match has been under 1,000 points, which is, I've said to people, if I get under 1,000 points, I clearly ain't playing right. I've like just put the control pad like down and I'm having a wank or something, because like there's something not
Jesus.
right.
It's my fault, I was writing a bit shite.
So we got, well no, because even on some of the wins, mate, 900, 800, 1,000, 700, 800, 800, 800, 900. Like, I haven't been... So normally I score in the top 2, right? For a team. I've been...
Yeah, pro players.
I've been not playing great tonight at all.
All the pro players have been in, man. That's the excuse I'm sticking to.
See, I've gone to like a couple of days ago, yeah? The 15th, right? Top. Second. Oh, bottom on 1. That's terrifying. Middle, top. Oh, mate, insane. 26 to 23. 26 victories, 23 defeats.
That is insane.
15th is tonight, is it? Oh, shit. Is it?
Yeah, it's 15th tonight. What are you talking about?
Like now?
Like, as in Thursday tonight.
Oh, shit. I've lost a day.
How?
I have no idea.
What do you mean? So, right, so...
Mate, now... I did not realise it was the 15th. At all. Holy shit. Oh my god, I've lost time.
How have you done that?
Mate, I don't... Because I've not been sleeping, dude.
Oh, jeez, you sleep, man. And speaking of that, note, I gotta run, because I need to sleep.
Good call.
But, GG, good games, even though we were getting beat.
Nah, it was fun. That was fun.
Aye,
Rad chats about how Ozzy's a bit of a wanker. We love you, Osmosis, but come on, stop being a dick.
Yeah. I think he did apologise to them. Well, actually, here's the sad factor. So that, one of those guys, I think it was the drummer, was like, not doing that great health-wise. And then he apologised to them and met up with them and stuff. And I think that was the last goodbye before anything went bad, before the guy ended up passing away.
Yeah, I get it.
So he did try. He did try.
Yeah, but come on, it's just fucking wiped out his legacy.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but it's obviously done for some other reason, but
sure.
It's shit because you can still listen to the originals
if you can get them.
Yeah. Hey ho. Right, dude, I'm gonna go.
Alright.
And I shall catch you later on.
Alright, son.
Alright, man. Have a good evening.
Yes.
Good day. Good afternoon. And I'll catch you when I catch you next, alright?
Alright, mate. Have a good one.
Catch you, buddy. Bye-bye.
Leroy. Cool. So, I guess Dark and Alvici, I'm going to be disappearing for a bit. I'll probably be back tomorrow, assuming I can actually get some sleep. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Actually, Dark, the thing is, man, I'm averaging about 3 hours, and yesterday I passed out. I just went straight back upstairs, and it might have been yesterday or the day before, because that's how I've lost track of time. I just went straight back up to bed and just fucking passed the fuck out. Getting 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep, and not eating anything either is just not fucking smart. And so, I'm really going to have to start being careful with what the fuck I'm doing, otherwise I'm going to tank it hardcore. But, I'm going to head off, guys. So, thanks for chatting. I apologise that you can't get the Steam Deck, Alvici. One day. I'll tell you what, I'll call Pooty up on the old speed dial. So, look, hey, Vladdy, mate, come on. You've been a bit of a cunt, eh? Make a Discord link work? Alright. Do I even have a Discord link available? I don't even know if I got one, have I? I know I got one set up for my old one. But I'll sort one out. I'll sort one out, son. Just VPN it, man. I will say, man, I just thrown out there, I do think it's dog shit that all the folks in Russia are getting royally butt-fucked. Based, because I know a lassie who does stuff online. From Russia, she can't take payments or anything anymore. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, how's she gonna live? Like, because her whole shtick was online, like creating shit for the internet. Now she can't get paid. And I was like, the people are getting ass fucked. Like, what I think the whole plan is that they want the people to rise up, but I don't think Alputi's going to let that slide. He's just going to shoot people. So I can remember what happened in the Ukraine, like back in 2014. Like, people took to the streets and they just started firing on them with live ammo. They had to, was it the I can't remember, is it like a president, prime minister or whatever? He had to be airlifted out. All over joining NATO or something like that. Fucking mental. So it surprises me because this whole the whole thing in the Ukraine has been going on for fucking ages. Like, not as hardcore as it is now, but it's been going on for fucking ages. So all the people like, oh my god, the Ukraine, it's been going on for fucking years. Like, you know, if you were going to shed a tear about it, you should have done it in 2014 when people were getting shot. But again, I'm not here to talk politics. Frankly, I don't think there are any particularly... I don't take sides. You know, it's not the people's fault. It's the people in charge. And I don't think the people should suffer for some fucking bellend that's in charge. I mean, we've only just got rid of one bellend to have another bellend take over. And I reckon after her, another bellend will take over. So you can't please everyone at the end of the day. Too many fucking variables in it. There you go. That's my political spiel for the night. You're a bit of a dick, mate, aren't you? Yep. Yes, I am. One day, we'll all realise we're just human beings. Stop being fucking wankers. But, nah, I don't see that happening anytime soon. What do you mean we're all human beings? I'm special. So, no, you're not. No, there's no need to be... There's no need to be so aggro to someone else. Or think that you're superior because of whatever, but... Okay, it's just broken. Okay, cool. I'll have a look. I didn't even realise I had one up. Because that might be to my old channel's Discord, so like I say, I don't know. That'd have been the same link that was there for about 50 bajillion years. So I'll work on that. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna head off, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. I'll sort out remind me, Vici, to sort out my bot, and then I'll just put like a social tag, and then I'll update all the links for that. But have a good night. And thank you for the encoder preset. I'll test it. Well, I probably won't test it out until next week. But that's when shit stops being chaotic for me. But I'll test it out next week. Thanks very much. Have a good night, guys.